I'm a very fortunate man. I'm standing in the middle of downtown Paso Robles with the mayor of Paso Robles, California. Introduce yourselves, please, sir.
Thank you, Mike. Dwayne Picanso, Mayor of Paso Robles.
And we were talking off camera. You originally were from Tulare.
That's right. Born and raised in Tulare.
And you came here when?
1970.
1970. So you really seen this city change.
I sure have. The downtown was like, the community, the population was like 7,000 people. Downtown was pretty similar to what you see today, but of course it's been renovated, remodeled, some of the storefronts. But the downtown core itself is pretty much similar.
And you've been a part of the city council, a part of the community as far as mayor and city council in the past as well, correct?
That's correct. I became a city council member in 1990.
1990.
Yes.
And your first term of mayor?
First term was 96 to 98, reappointed to 98 to 2000. And then I was elected in 2008 to 2010 and just recently been reelected.
Wow. If you had to pick out one great feature about the community to tell people in Guadalupe or King City or anywhere in between about this community, what would you say about it?
We're a quaint downtown community, small enough actually to know you and big enough to serve you. That's probably the quickest and easiest thing I can say. Many things to do. There's many activities.
Like?
Well, for an example, there will be the wine festival, there will be Pioneer Day, there's airport days, and that's just a few of them.
And the fair?
Yes, the fair. How could I forget the fair?
I don't know.
Oh my God. And that has a tremendous impact and benefit to the city. It truly does.
It does. So we have the fairgrounds, we have the Pioneer Days, we have the museum.
Right.
We have the airport, which is actually very closely tied to the city.
Definitely.
We have some of the best restaurants maybe anywhere.
I think so. I think we have a great assortment of restaurants to fit any pocketbook and any taste.
I think so too. This building behind us actually was damaged in the earthquake of '03.
Right, it was just, yeah.
It was. Tell us about the reconstruction of this building.
Very fortunate. The Mustania family decided that it had to be demolished and reconstructed. So they really took the pictures and and they've pretty much reconstructed it identical to the way it is. But the big part of the main portion, which they felt was important, was the clock tower, which,
absolutely.
Yes, but that has two names. Some of the old timers used to call it the Acorn Building, such as myself. But now I've just kind of gone along with the clock tower because the newer residents are more familiar with it.
If you have a liking to come to Paso Robles for the food, for the wine, for the fairgrounds, for the museums, for whatever it is, please come. If you're looking to settle a home, if you're a young family and you want to start a family here and raise happy, healthy children in a safe environment, come on down to Paso Robles. Mr. Mayor, thank you very much for the interview. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Anytime.
All right,
really
thank you,
enjoyed
sir.
it. Thank you.
Here we are in beautiful Paso Robles at the museum on a wonderful day, and we're going to give you a treat of a lifetime. I'm going to introduce myself as Michael Beardsley. Who are you, sir?
I'm Harold Franklin.
And Harold, what do you do here?
I'm a docent here at the museum, but was born and raised here on a farm. And my great-grandparents came here in 1896. They were Mennonites that fled from Prussia and Russia, found their freedom here that they needed, and so I was raised in a farming community. I taught school for 38 years in this area, and I still have the same address, my birth certificate.
Define the word docent for me.
Docent, that means that I'm going to take you around today and show you our museum so you can learn about this area, a collection of things that will give you an idea of how this community grew and what was important to the community, and also how you can come here and learn about things.
Whether in Santa Barbara, King City, no matter where you are, this is a destination.
This is a destination.
A destination.
Right.
And where are we exactly?
We're in Paso Robles on Riverside Street, right next to the fairgrounds. All you do is find the fairgrounds and you'll find the museum.
Everybody knows where the fairgrounds are in Paso Robles. Let's
Right.
start with this flagpole.
This flagpole was built right after World War II up on the Hospital Hill at the top of 17th Street, and it's in commemoration of the men in this area and women who lost their lives in World War II.
In World War II. Okay, behind us is an old schoolhouse.
Yeah, this is the Geneseo Schoolhouse. Over time, there were 66 one-room schoolhouses in our business area, and this is one of them. This is built in 1886.
86, it was built here, it wasn't there though, right?
No, not here. It was built out on Geneseo Road and Creston Road, built by the farmers that lived there. They took their grain to Avila, came back and with the lumber and built the school.
Let's go for a little walk.
Okay.
What's this stuff back here?
Well, first of all, you ought to see this is a historic merry-go-round. It was in the Paso Robles City Park for years and years and years. It doesn't work. You can push so hard, you just break the welding.
Okay.
And here you see a tripod
Yep.
that came from a whaling ship. This is drug across the Coast Range. This is a 100-gallon tripod, came off a wooden whaling ship about 1800. It was drugged by the Slindian Indians from the coast to the San Miguel Mission.
Good.
And they would butcher the cattle and render out the tallow.
What's this?
And this was from the Camati, Rancho Camati, east of Creston. And this is a squeeze chute that was built about 1920. They worked their cattle in.
Got it.
And
Now,
of course, they had to have the windmill.
Yeah.
Because we had to
pump for water.
Yeah, God had to work on Sunday too.
Yeah. You bet. And all these farm implements.
Yeah, here you have the Fresno scraper. This was a scraper used all over the United States, was invented in Fresno. The guy who would dig in here like this, 1 or 2 horses would pull it.
Yep.
This graded the railroad beds, the highways, the roads, the wagon trails. And then he would take and dig it in and it would dump itself and he'd come back and it built the country.
Okay, now wait, we're on about 2 acres here, right?
Yeah, 2 acres.
So you're going to have to come here and spend the day when you come to this area and understand about this community. Now, as a docent, and you, the other docents, are going to have the public come, and there's going to be somebody here to explain these things to them.
Thursday through Sunday, 1 to 4, and it's free.
Thursday through Sunday, 1 to 4.
Open those
and
times.
Free.
Free.
F-R-E-E. Right.
This is an old cedar that was used, and this is a cultivator called a CC cultivator. And here's a spike-tooth harrow and a spring-tooth harrow over there.
What's that behind you over there?
Okay, that's called an outhouse. Outhouses were important. We didn't have electricity till I was in 4th grade, and you know what my job was?
What was your job?
My job was to stick my head in the hole and kill the black widow spiders. People don't realize that, at nighttime you didn't have a flashlight. You had those dim little old lanterns. You had to go out there and them widows that sit there and wait for you.
And folks, you didn't see him climb over this fence, but he's had his hips replaced and he just climbed on over the fence. Okay, let's go around and we're going to head back over to the main
What you
building.
see on the ground here is real important. These are called sweep powers.
Yep.
This is a differential. And in the old days, what they would do, this would have a 2-horse sweep power, and the horse would go round and around this. This is used at Harmony to churn cream in a 100-gallon churn, which you'll see later. This was an 8-horse power sweep. 8 horses went around there, and there was a shaft that came out. The horses stepped over, and this would power threshing machines, buzz saws for cutting wood, balers for baling hay. It's how you got the horsepower into a machine before there were engines.